Love letters to Kellie.
Dear Kellie, you are the love expert.
I am.
My cousin and I are very close. She's been married for 10 years, and I consider her husband like my cousin and never had gotten a weird vibe. Last week, he called me at 5 a.m. I thought it was an emergency, so I answered.
Of course.
The conversation turned weird and inappropriate on his part, and I was in shock, Kellie. I have no idea where it came from and why he did it. Throughout the day, he continued to send me messages and calls, and I ignored all of them. I'm conflicted with telling my cousin or not. I fear that she may divorce him or worse, never speak to me again. I know my cousin can be jealous, the jealous type, so yes, I do feel like those two extreme outcomes are very possible. Either way, I feel like I'm to blame, and I didn't do anything. I would never act on anything with her husband, or anyone's husband for that matter, ever. Is that enough to not tell her? What should I do? Q.
Oh, gosh, that's a tough one. Because I had somebody's husband flirt with me inappropriately once. And I was like, am I misreading this?
Right.
And I wasn't really sure. This is way blatant.
He called at 5 a.m. Like, what are you doing, dude?
So mine was like, and I even discussed it with a friend, another friend. I was like, should I say something? Because I could have just totally been misinterpreting it.
Yeah.
And we opted not to say anything because nothing ever happened again.
Are you still friends with them, or it's
They're
still
divorced now.
Oh, they're divorced now. Okay.
But it wasn't your doing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. But I mean, because that was a question mark. So I'm trying to say, what would I do in that situation? So in the situation where I wasn't really sure, I opted not to say anything. But if it had happened again, I'd be like, okay, come on, there's something obviously here, and that's such an uncomfortable conversation to have. But this.
That's
Is
weird.
it still continuing? It was like one day of just like harassment and then it's over. You are risking. Wow.
Was there a text? Did he say all
said
phone
she-
calls or
There
was
was
there text
a
message?
call
Text
at 5
messages and
a.m.
Everything.
That was inappropriate. He turned it inappropriate, and then he started calling and texting her all day long.
And here's the thing. It's like if you go to him and say, look, if you don't tell her I will, there's a danger he's going to twist it and turn
He'll
it
find a
around
story.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
You
That's
got
tough.
receipts.
I feel like you
with the text.
probably need to say something in this case. It's hard.
It's family.
But it's not
you know,
like
this
he's
is family.
crossed the line, right?
He crossed a big line. Just say like, I don't know what happened, and maybe, you know what? He could have had a stroke. I'm not
Maybe
not
it's a
trying to
medical-
be-
maybe
I'm
he
not
needs
trying
medical.
to be flippant. Sometimes things can happen, and it changes especially if it's out of the blue, and there's been no inkling that there's been an issue there. He could have had some like something's going on. Your husband just really acted weird, and now he's not done it since. But like for this one day, I'm just
Everything
wondering if
okay?
you should maybe. You don't have to go into really detail about how flirtatious he got, but just say he called me really weird at 5 a.m. and was talking nonsense. Maybe. I don't know. I think I would probably say something in this case.
Yeah. Wow.
Love letters. Love letters to Kellie. Dear Kellie, you are the love expert.
I am.
I am a woman in my mid-30s.
Say
Okay.
that.
I have the perfect relationship with my man, who I've been dating for 6 months. I have and have always been a man's woman, meaning I've always had more male friends than female friends. These friends I've had for years, in all caps. I'm my friend's go-to person when they need someone to lean on, talk to for advice, etc. I'm their Kellie. The problem is my friends want to talk to me and me alone because I know them and they have that trust with me. My boyfriend is not used to this behavior. He's been cheated on and hurt in the past, and it brings up past trust issues he has when my boys want to come talk to me, like they always have. Most of the guys have met my new guy, except for one. This one friend does not like meeting new people. He's very shy and very uncomfortable, and he's going through a really rough time, and he's trying to lean on me. This is causing problems with my man because my friend only wants to talk to me and isn't in a good place right now and doesn't feel comfortable meeting him yet, or anyone. My man feels like he's being disrespected because my friend isn't ready to meet him. I want to be there for my friend. I'm all that he has, but I don't want to disrespect my man. One of them is going to be put in an uncomfortable situation. Which one should that be?
You better choose your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, come on. This is weird. This is weird.
He doesn't even want to
If
meet your
he's that-
boyfriend?
Yeah. 6
Come on,
months,
bro.
There's more there than that guy's. There's something. This is all fishy right here to me.
Right.
But if you're in your mid 30s, this is like a kind of a critical time for a single woman.
Mm-hmm.
In your like make or break it in a relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier as you get older. It gets harder. It just depends on, do you want to be with a man or do you want to have a lot of male friends? There's some decisions you have to make there. And I don't think he's being unreasonable if, like, all your friends are men and they all keep coming to you and this one man, this is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I mean, if my wife wanted to just talk to this guy one-on-one.
And he feels distant.
And he doesn't want to at least meet me, just say hello.
I don't care. That's not an insecure man. That's like a man with, like, because he knows how men are. Men know how men think. And you might think, oh, no, I'm just a guy's girl. Whatever. I don't.
You're in a relationship now. Those friendships kind of.
You got to make some decisions.
You got to make some choices.
And it's the same as if I had girlfriends, and if it wasn't like a same sex thing. If I had a bunch of girlfriends, if I've still got girlfriends that go out and party and stuff and do stuff as single women, but when I want to be serious about my man, I got to make some choices socially there as well. It's not about ditching my friends, but sometimes the relationships have to evolve or just shift a little bit about what they are. You got to decide what's more important.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Love letters. Love letters to Kellie.
Dear Kellie, you are the love expert.
I am.
I am married to an identical twin. My wife and her twin sister are my two favorite people on this earth, and my problem is a weird one, and I even used to think it was cool and pretty funny, but now it's becoming taxing. My wife often dreams that I'm cheating or letting her down in some big way, and she gets really upset with me, sometimes for an entire day. That's enough of a problem. But I work with her twin, and most of the time, her twin has the same dreams when my wife does, and she also gets upset with me.
What?
So I'll have my wife angry with me at home, and then I go to work and get an earful from her sister. I've tried to rationally explain that they can't hold me responsible for what I do in their dreams, but they both just look at me like I don't understand anything. Kellie, I know that I can't do anything to change the dreams that they have, or anything about their strange psychic connection, but is there any way I can explain to them that I've done nothing wrong in a way that a woman would understand? I'd appreciate any advice.
This is a Love Letters to Kellie Hall of Famer right here.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you can't. I mean, there's nothing. I've been mad at not this husband, but my first husband, because I dreamed one day, this girl that used to work at the office named Kim, I dreamed that right in front of me, they were like making out. And I came to work the next day. I was so mad at her. And I was so mad at him, irrationally.
Yeah.
But that was a one-time thing. And, you kind of talk yourself like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Come on. But that's happened to me.
It's happened to
It's
me
happened
too.
to everybody, I think.
And Al had a dream about me that was so romantic. He came into work crying about it.
True
So
story.
there are times when dreams, irrational as they may be, they do affect the way you feel about other people. But if this is a back and forth constant thing, y'all got some issues.
Okay.
And is it, and just because, let's say, I could say, just change jobs. It's not that simple always. But even if you switch jobs, that's not going to stop your wife from having dreams. That's not going to stop anybody from having. This is just their insecurities, probably their competitiveness as sisters, identical
interesting.
twins. They probably have a lot. Even if it wasn't you, they probably have this ongoing competition that's been with them since birth. And the fact that they're both verbalizing it to you is weird.
The fact that they have the same dream is weird.
That is wild.
I wonder
That is
if
wild.
Twins are interesting.
I wonder if that happens with
It's that
most
competition.
twins.
There's a sister competition and there's next level identical twin competition.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you do other than y'all are ridiculous and y'all need to stop it. Because, I mean, this is getting
'cause
ridiculous.
that's
Y'all need to go. Just tell them flat out, I'm not explaining myself. I'm not doing anything wrong in either situation. Y'all's insecurities need to be worked out. Y'all need to go to therapy. Just be like, I don't want to entertain it. If you have a dream about me from now on, I don't want to hear it because this is ridiculous. You got to, instead of trying to coax them, honey, I didn't do anything to that. Sometimes you just got to draw a line in the sand and let somebody know they're being ridiculous.
Real life me didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and I'm not going to listen to it. Y'all are making my life a living hell. Stop it. Go get help.
Would it be petty for him to say, hey, I had a dream about you and your twin sister last night?
No, don't do that.